into this tutorial, you'll learn how to crochet this beautiful flower granny shirt. I'll be taking you step by step for absolute beginners. We're making this for Christmas, so get ready with us. I'm making this shirt for my daughter, and I thought of making it for all of us so that all of us can benefit from this beautiful tutorial. Yep, so you can make this, you can also make this and sell and make good money for yourself in this Christmas season. It's also a good business. Now, I want to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers and all of my returning viewers. Thank you so very much for liking and sharing my tutorials. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, ZoeCrochetR. And yep, without further ado, get set all your materials and let's get started. Now, commit your works to the Lord and your plans will be established. Proverbs 16 verse 3. Now, into this tutorial, I'll be teaching you 2 ways on how to join your squares. Okay, here on the hat, we use the slip stitch method, and here for the flower, we use the zigzag method. Now, I'll be teaching you the 2 ways and you're going to choose which you prefer. In my opinion, the hat is suitable for absolute beginners, and the flower is a little bit advanced, but I promise you, you can absolutely do this. Okay, no panic. So, and if you choose the hat, you're going to have this. So you're going to choose, if at the end of, if in the course of the tutorial you think that this is better for you, you're going to check the tutorial. I have the complete tutorial on my channel, ZoeCrochetR. I'll be leaving the link in the description box below, and I'm leaving also the link on the cards up here. Okay, so you have 2 options. No panic, we are all going to be satisfied at the end. All right, so let's get started. Now, the squares, the hat should be up, not like this. Okay, the hat should be up, facing up, and you're going to take edges and bring it down like this. And now you remember when we're doing our squares, we had 2 chains, right? We had 2 chains here. This is here we have the 2 chains, 1 and 2, and here also we have 2 chains, 1 and 2. So we're going to insert a hook in the first chain only. Now, the second instruction is, if you check well, we have 2 loops. We have 2 loops on every side, on this side and on this side we have 2 loops. So we have this loop facing us and this loop inside. We have this loop inside and this loop facing us. So we are going to work in just in the loop that is outside this loop, right? We're going to work in just in this loop and in the loop that is facing the loop like this, and this one, this is where we're going to work in. So this loops inside remain inside. Now here we have the first chain. Insert your hook in that first chain, see, just 1 loop, and come here we have 1 and 2. So come just like this, and now you're going to bring your yarn over and make a slip stitch inside, both like this. That your this will come in front, bring it in front, and you're going to chain 1 and secure that hook. Good. And now just like that, we're going to weave this at the end. Now we're going to continue our work. We're going to come in that loop, just take it behind like this and come here. That's it, just like this. You're going to yarn over and make a slip stitch. Go back, insert it, and this, yarn over and make a slip stitch. Go from one more time. Here we have it, just here and here. Make a slip stitch. Slip stitch. So you need to make sure that your work aligns together. So we're working stitch, see, stitch into stitch. I prefer opening to open my work like this. It's easier for me. Good. And we come at the end here, we have our 2 chains, 1 and 2, and here also we have our 2 chains, 1 and 2. We're going to work just in those first chains. So come here, take 1 loop, come here and take 1 loop, and yarn over, chain 1, and here we are done, and bingo. This is beautiful, right? I love this. And now let me give you the dimension of our square. It measures 9 centimeters and 9 centimeters for yep. And I have the full tutorial on my YouTube channel, ZoeCrochetR too. So take this out, go and do your squares, and come and let's start joining. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, right now we're going to start the second. Method, and this method we're working the zigzag slip stitch. Okay, brother. So you're going to come. We always start working in our corners. So come here, insert your hook in that corner space, and you're going to go ahead and connect your yarn in your work and bring that here in front, and you're going to chain 1, let that work lie down, and let your work lie down. And one very important, your yarn must always be down like this. Okay, so you're going to insert your hook in this other chain 2 space, and you're going to yarn over and make a slip stitch. Now once we finish working on one side, we come on the next side, and your working yarn must always be under like this. So come in the next stitch, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over and make a slip stitch. Come over to the other side in the same stitch, still working. So here we have our first stitch, insert your hook in that first stitch, yarn over and make a slip stitch. Come over to the other side, the next stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, make a slip stitch. Come to the other side, insert your hook, yarn over and make a slip stitch. Come over to the other stitch, insert your hook, yarn over and make a slip stitch. Come to the other side, yarn over and make a slip stitch. Come over to the other stitch, insert your hook, yarn over and make a slip stitch, and to the other side, insert your hook, yarn over and make a slip stitch. And your working yarn must always be under like this, okay, in between the stitches. And here we have our zigzag slip stitch. So it is that movement that gives us this beautiful shape. We're just going to repeat this sequence, and I'll meet you up here, to show you how we close this and add other squares. Okay, so go ahead. I'm going to change my color. I use this white for demonstration's sake. So always remember, when you finish on the right side, you have to start on the left side. You finish on the left side, you have to come on the right side. And there we go. So go ahead and just keep on working. Okay, here we have worked from bottom to up here to top here, and we have our corner spaces. So since I stopped working on the right, I have to come in the left. I'll come here in that left and make a slip stitch in that chain two space. I'll come in this other chain two space and make a slip stitch. And it is very important to remember where the site where I did the last slip stitch before introducing the next color, before introducing the next squares. So I just keep my work here, and now we're going to bring in more squares. All right, we're making more squares. And since I stopped working in my left, and next, very important, your working yarn needs to go under, has to be under your work. And all right, watch over that, it needs to be under your work like this. And now since I stopped working on my left, it means I'll start working on the right. So I'm just going to insert, take my next corner and insert my hook in that chain two space. I can see my yarn is under. I'll go there and yarn over and make a slip stitch. Slip stitch, come over and take the second corner, insert your hook in that corner, yarn over and make a slip stitch. And here we go, it's joined. And you're just going to repeat the same process. Okay, you come in the next stitch, there we have it, go there, insert your hook, make a slip stitch. Remember your yarn is under, right? Just go there, come here, make your slip stitch, and the next stitch, make a slip stitch, and in the next stitch, make your slip stitch. And this is what it gives us. Very, very beautiful. And yes, this is just how we're going to be working. So we're going to work. And when you need more squares, you're just going to try and attach more squares. And your work, this your working yarn, okay, must always be under like this. Like this. Make sure it's always under, and you're going to keep on working like this, joining like this. Once you're done with this part, once you're done with the length, because this is the length of your shirt, right? The various measurements are on the screen. So you're adding the squares in proportion of your length. Okay, once you have achieved your length, you just stop adding the granny squares. So you're going to keep on working, and I'll meet you at the end here to show how we stop working when we have achieved our length. Okay, here I've been working, I've been joining my squares, now now when I get here at the end, I want to stop adding squares. I'll just simply come here and slip stitch, and come on the other side also and slip stitch, and chain one, and fasten off a yarn. Good. Now this is what it looks like. So you can see this is the length of my shirt. This is what I'm working like this. This will fasten over here. Now we're going to turn our work like this, and now we're going to be working now horizontally. Right, we're going to be joining the squares this way. A very, very important tip for you while joining the horizontal, while joining this part, your working chain needs to be under your work. So bring it under like this. It is very important. Make sure that it is under like this. Right, and now we're going to start. And now we're going to start working. It's just the same procedure. Go there and inside your hook, of course in the chain space, and attaching your yarn and chain one, and taking the other side in the chain two space, slip stitch there, and come in the other stitch, come in that stitch, slip stitch, come in that stitch, the position of your yarn is very, very important, very crucial, very. Good. And this is it. And this is my working yarn inside. Very important. So you're going to keep on just repeat the same sequence and I'll meet you up here. Okay. Okay. Here we are. We have been working. And once you get here, you're going to come here and make a slip stitch. Make a slip stitch. And to the other side, make a slip stitch, and now come over, you see, come over to the other side and make a slip stitch, the other chain two space here, go there and make a slip stitch. I see. I will just try it, and we're just going to repeat our same sequence. Slip stitch, slip stitch. Okay, here we have been working, and we have already our two front pieces joined together, and we know that this is the front piece, so it's a shirt. We're going to have an opening in front, so we're going to leave it like this. Okay, but now if we see when it's the back piece, you're going to bring the back piece together closer like this, and you're going to start joining from here and slip stitch, slip stitch, slip stitch till the top here. You're going to fasten up your yarn, and that's just everything. And the back piece is going to look like this. So you can see we have 4 pieces joined together. This is the length of my shirt. This is the length of my dress. Now for the back piece, after we joined our work, when I had to do one more row of double crochet all around, you can see this is a double crochet round. All right, we did just one round everywhere. And now coming back to the front piece, you can see one piece after we completed one piece, when I had to do one round of double crochet all around on one piece. I'll teach you how to do that exactly here. So for this second piece, we're going to do the same thing, and here we're going to create our buttonholes. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, we're just going to come here in this corner here and set a hook there, and you're going to bring in your connecting your yarn and go ahead and chain two, 1 and 2. This chain 2 does not count as a double crochet. Yarn over and make 1 double crochet in that same space. Make 1 double crochet. and yarn over, come to the next space, you make 1 double crochet, yarn over into the next. You see we're working, just puff it and work those tails, and we're working each of those stitches. So you go there and you make 1 double crochet into the next stitch, you make 1 double crochet, and you get to repeat making 1 double crochets, and I'll meet you here in this corner. Now when I'll get here, we're going to come in that corner space there, we're going to make 2 double crochet there, make 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. Once you pull that tail, bring it this way, and in here we're going to yarn over, come here and make double crochet, 1 double crochet, just 1 double crochet in there, and I yarn over and come to this other chain space here and make 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. And you must always remember to work here. So go there now, make 1 double crochet into the next stitch, make 1 double crochet into the next stitch, make 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and you're going to repeat this same sequence everywhere. I'm going to work this place exactly as you did here, just work the same way. You get here, in each of these corner spaces you're going to be making 2 double crochet, you turn your work, and you get here, you make your 2 double crochet, you turn your work, and you make your 2 double crochet, and I'll meet you at the end here. Here we are, we have completed, we've gone around with a double crochet all around. When we get here where we started, we're going to go there and make 1 more double crochet. Remember, in our corners we do 2 double crochet, so go there and make 1 more double crochet, and set your hook on that first stitch, not on the chain 2, and make a slip stitch. You're going to go ahead and chain 2, always chain 2, it's not a double crochet. In that same space you're going to go ahead and make your first double crochet, and then into the next stitch make 1 double crochet, and then into the next stitch you make 1 double crochet. And of course this is going to be our buttonhole row, so you're going to go ahead and insert the spaces where you want to insert your buttons, and I'm going to insert another button here. So you're going to make a double crochet from here, and I'll meet you here. Okay, when we get here where we have our stitch marked, we're going to take off that stitch, and we're going to go ahead, and now we're going to chain 1, and skip 1 stitch, and then to the next stitch we're going to make a double crochet. Now this buttonhole is in proportion of your button, so you need to make sure that your button can pass through. Yes, so right now if you need more spaces, if your button is bigger than your space, it means you're going to do more chains. Okay, and now we're going to come in the next stage, just make a double crochet. In the next stitch you make a double crochet. Yep, and you're going to repeat this same process all over. So where we have our stitch marked crochet, you repeat this same process, and I'll meet you on the top here. So keep on working. Okay, here we are. We have created our buttonholes. Now I get at the top here, we're going to come here. Remember where we did the 2 double crochets at the corner here? We're going to work in those 2 double crochet, just in those 2 double crochet. See, and then you're going to chain 1 and fasten off your yarn. I'm going to make one last round, I'm going to make one last row just in the front here, So you're going to come here, insert your hook, and this is going to be our single crochet row. So you're going to chain 1, and in that same space, you're going to make a single crochet. into the next stitch, you make a single crochet. So I'm making a single crochet in each stitch, a single crochet, walk along the tail, come the next stitch, make a single crochet. I'm going to make a single crochet and get here where we have the buttonhole. Now when we get here, did the chain one, you're going to come in that space and make one single crochet, just one single crochet, because we skip just one stitch here, and come in the next stitch and make a single crochet into the next stitch, make a single crochet into the next stitch, make a single crochet. And this is everything we're going to repeat, and this is everything. This is how we're going to work this row. And you're going to repeat this same sequence in each of those buttonholes. You make a single crochet everywhere, and when you get here, you stop working here and you fasten off your yarn, and we're going to meet for the next part of our work. Okay, so go ahead, keep on working. Now once we are done with our front part, we need to prepare our sleeves. So here we have already one part of our sleeves. We're going to go ahead and work on our sleeves. This is one part already, one sleeve. So let me teach you how to make this. So we're always going to start the same way. You're going to come here and insert a hook, bring yarn, and bring the tail in front, chain one, and your working yarn must always be under, and come make a slip stitch, and you're going to come to the next stitch and slip stitch, and this is how I'm going to work our sleeve. For the sleeve, all right, you're going to work and get here, you fasten off your yarn, and you bring the next, okay, and you work like this, you get here, you fasten off your yarn. That's just how we're going to work the sleeves, just like this, and at the end, and once we finish connecting them, we're going to come and make one more row of double crochet all around. You can see here I did one row of double crochet all around. So that's just exactly what we're going to do for the sleeves. Okay, so go ahead and get ready your sleeves, and we're going to meet to assemble our work. Okay, so keep on working. Good. Now here we have our back piece ready. Now before we start assembling them, a very important measurement, we need to measure the neckline and the other measurement on the screen. And from my own measurement, I'll need a total of 13 stitches. I'll need a total of 13 centimeters. Now I have already counted my stitches. So from here on both shoulders, I have 36 stitches, 36. I'm counting from here, this corner here, 36, and in here for my neckline here, I have a total of 40 stitches. I have 40 stitches here. All right, so do the same. And yeah, now when we want to start joining, you see this back panel, right? We have to turn the back panel behind like this. Okay, and now I'm going to bring the front panel. This is where I did the buttonholes, so this is going to come here, and I have already counted my stitches, so I have my stitch marker marked here. Don't do that. And I'm going to come here. Of course, we already counted our stitches, so you need to count the stitches also. And what I do is, since here we did 2 double crochets in that corner space and 2 double crochet, so I use 1. So I insert my hook in that first, and here also on that first. So that's what it looks like, and do the same thing on this other side. Now we're going to start joining the shoulder, and to join this middle I'm going to go in with the same method. So I'm just passing my yarn, just take out my stitch, and I'm going to insert my hook in chain 1, and there is that chain 2, go there, a slip stitch. I'm going to use the same method. And our shoulder is going to look, like this. So we're going to join like this, and we'll stop here where we have the stitch marker. So we're going to join like this, and we'll stop where we have the stitch marker, and we come in the other shoulder also. We start here and we end here where we have the stitch marker. All right, and here we are done joining. I mean, this is a very beautiful stitch. This how it looks like, and I mean, you cannot, the other side looks also very neat, don't see? Yep. So now for the next part of our work, we're going to go ahead and we're going to connect our sleeves to our work. So you're going to lay down your work like this. Okay, you're going to lay it like this, and now you're going to bring in your sleeves, of course exactly the same, identical. And I did exactly as I said. After joining the 3, when I had to do 1 row of double crochet at the edge. So now we are going to take this shoulder as our point of reference, and when I had to count my stitches, I have a total of 78 stitches here. I put my stitch here. This time around I took the 2 in this corner here, and here I have a total of 58 stitches. So it means that I'm going to divide the 58 by 2. I'm going to come here, from here to down here, I'm going to count 39 stitches, and this other side also I'm going to count 39 stitches. So I already counted my stitches, and this is my number 39 stitch. I'm going to insert my stitch marker, that's 39, and here also I already count, and here also I'm going to come here and insert it in stitch number 39. All right, so 39, very important. Now you're going to do the same thing also for the second sleeve. We're going to come here also and count 39 and insert it. Now once that is done, we're always joining on the right side, okay, and we're going to join exactly as we join on the shoulder here. Okay, so you're going to hold your work like this. You're going to hold your work like this, and you're going to slip stitch. You're going to join it exactly as we worked on the shoulder here. All right, so go ahead and finish your sleeves, and we're going to meet for the next part of our work. Okay, so keep on working. And here we have our sleeves connected. This is so beautiful, and we're going to have something like this, of course, on both sides, and now we have something like this. Oh wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. Wow. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to connect the sides now. So we're going to come and connect from sleeve, and we'll come and end the bottom here, and we'll come on the other side also. We we connect from here, connect from here, and we'll end here also. Okay, we're going to start working at the collar here. Now you're going to insert a stitch marker where we did the joining here, and do the same thing on the other side also. You're going to come on that very first stitch, insert your hook there, and attach in your yarn. Go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and yarn over into the next stitch. You're going to make a double crochet, yarn over into the next stitch, make a double crochet, make a double crochet in each stitch. Just take that out. I'm going to put it back. Now yarn over where we did the joining, just come beside there and do a double crochet, cross over to the other side, on that side also do 1 double crochet there, and now yarn over and make a double crochet in the next stitch, and insert your stitch marker that middle stitch, and make a double crochet and make a double crochet, and you're going to have something like this. You're going to repeat this all this row, and I'll meet you at this other end here. Okay, so keep on working, and at the end of this first row your work should look like this. We're going to begin the next row. You're going to turn your work. You're going to chain 2. Our chain 2 here represents our first stitch, so 1 and 2, and then into the next stitch you're going to make a double crochet, and then into the next stitch a double crochet. You're going to repeat making 1 double crochet, and on mid-year we have the stitch marker. Okay, so go ahead and keep on working. Now when we get here we have the stitch marker. We're going to take that out, and in that stitch we're going to make an increase. We're going to make 2 double crochet, that's 1, and 2 more, number 2 in that same stitch. Just did an increase, and yarn over and come in the next stitch. You're going to make 1 double crochet, and you're going to insert your stitch marker in that stitch, and double crochet, and 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet. And so you're going to be making your increases everywhere where we have the stitch marker. So you're going to make 1 double crochet, get to make an increase, make 2 double crochet. You've completed this row, and I'll meet you at the end here. Okay, so keep on working. To complete this row number 2, you're going to try to insert your hook on the top of that chain. Don't do this. Okay, try to do it there. It's a little bit tight. Yeah, try to do that and make your last double crochet. And now we're going to begin row number 3. Turn your work, and we're always going to start this way, chaining 2, 1 and 2, and yarn over into the next stitch, you double crochet, into the next stitch you make 1 double crochet, into the next stitch you make 1 double crochet. You're going to repeat making 1 double crochet, and I'll meet you here. We'll get here, take off a stitch marker and make an increase. I'll make an increase there, make 2 double crochet, 1, and 2, and into the next stage, and into the next stage you make 1 double crochet. For continuing, mark that stage and 1 double crochet and 1 double crochet. See, now when you complete this row number, to complete this, you're going to keep on working, make a double crochet. When you get here, you make an increase and you complete the row. Now we're doing the increases because we want our collar to be wider. Okay, so it means that the wider you want your collar to be, that's how you're going to keep on increasing row after row. It depends on you. But if you think that you don't want it to be too wide, you just when you think that you've increased enough, you're just going to take off the stitch marker, and now from the next row you're going to be making just 1 double crochet in each stitch, 1 double crochet until you achieve your length of your collar. All right, so that's just everything we're making here. So go ahead, complete your collar, and we're going to meet for the next part of our work. So let's keep on. Okay, and here we are done with a collar, and I did a total of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 rows in total. 7 rows in total. Now I did increases for a total of 1 2 3 4, so 4 rows of increases. That's where you see the stitch marker, is where I stopped doing my increases. So now there's one last row I want us to make. I want us to give a beautiful definition here at the edge of our collar. So we're going to give a definition here. So you're going to come here, and this first stitch here on the side, just insert your hook there. You're going to chain 1, and this is where we're going to work here. We're going to try to work on those loops here. Okay, I don't want us to do this. So come there, and in there you're going to make 2 single crochet. So here we have 1 and 2. Come in the next single crochet, see here, go there and make 2 single crochet, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and you see, you have something like this. We're going to compare both and see what you like most. And now we're going to come up here and still have my yarn here. And now we'll find ourselves on this other side. Just come there on that stage, make a single crochet and a single crochet. As you're working, work along your tail. So now you're working on those stitches, make a single crochet there. You're going to have something like this. It's beautiful. Now you're going to repeat this all through, and when you get to the fasten of your yarn, you make a slip stitch, come down. When you get to this end here, make a slip stitch in this first stitch here, make a slip stitch here. Okay, when you're done with this, we're going to sew in our buttons. So go ahead, and there we have the measurement. Our sleeves measures 15 centimeters. Okay, and let me give you a measurement. Yep, our collar measures 7 centimeters. And I wanted to make sure, I wanted to mention that, make sure that this single crochet is, you see, on the right side, not right. Very important. Now we're going to start. We're going to sew in our buttons. So you need to put your buttons, of course, where you have your buttonholes. It needs to be in the same spot. And I have my needle. I've presented my thread. I need to tie a knot. And let's start. And thank you so very much for working with me. Let me know what you think about this tutorial in the comment section below. Comment below and tell me what you want us to work on next time, or next year Christmas perhaps. Okay. And I do offer online classes, so if you're interested and you want to work with me, all you need to do is just write me on my number, my YouTube. And now once you're sewn and your work is secure, all you need to do now is just go ahead and securing those tails. Just try to make it very secure. And let's see, you need to always make sure that it aligns stitch into stitch. And this one aligns stitch into stitch. There we go. And that's very well. Here we have the other one. Cut. And we have something like this. Thank you so very much for working with me. And the next tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to make the matching short. You really don't want to miss that. So if you're still at home mom like me, I encourage you to come and let's work and make beautiful pieces for our children and also for others to sell and make good money for ourselves. And I'll meet you in the next tutorial. Till then, God bless us and keep us and prosper the work of our hands. Shalom.